All right, let's talk productivity. You know that feeling, right? You're always searching for that one perfect system, the one that's going to finally click and make you feel like you've got it all under control. But what if the problem isn't the system at all? What if it's how we're thinking about the whole idea of productivity? I bet this sounds familiar. You've got the latest apps, your calendar is a work of art, your to-do lists have to-do lists. You're definitely busy. You're checking off boxes left and right. But at the end of the day, do you ever get that nagging feeling that you didn't really move the needle on what truly matters to you? It's so easy to get bogged down in managing tasks and completely lose sight of your actual mission. So here's the big idea we're going to unpack today, and it is beautifully simple. The secret to being productive in a way that actually feels good isn't some crazy complicated new system. Nope. It's just about drawing a really clear line in the sand between your life's philosophy, your big why, and your daily management system, your simple what. So first up, the productivity trap. Let's dig into why so many of these systems we try just get way too complicated way too fast.
And when you put them side by side, it's pretty eye-opening. See, on one hand, you've got your philosophy of life. This is your mission, your purpose. It's supposed to be deep, kind of complex, and all about your core values. But on the other hand, you have your self-management system. And this thing needs to be the total opposite. It should be simple, practical, and only focused on one thing, where your time goes. It's just a tool, not a whole belief system.
Here is a fantastic way to think about this. Imagine your actions are books on a shelf. Your management system, it only cares about the titles of the books. Write chapter 3. Send that email. Super simple commands. But your philosophy of life? Oh, that's all about the content inside the books. The meaning, the story, the actual reason you're bothering to write them in the first place.
Okay, so section 2, from why to what. This is all about how we build that bridge from our big, lofty philosophy all the way down to what we actually do today. So let's use a real example from the source material. Here's a core philosophy. Now this is a huge high-level mission, right? It's pretty vague. You can't just slap "help others think better" on your daily to-do list and check it off. This is the why. It's the North Star that guides everything else.
So how do you get from that big, fuzzy mission to actual reality? Well, it's a process. You start with that core philosophy we just saw. Then you translate that into a more specific philosophy of action. From there, you build a concrete action plan. And finally, you get to specific, schedulable daily tasks. This is exactly how Help Others Think Better eventually becomes Edit Chapter 3 of the manuscript. See how that works?
All right, on to section 3, the MIT method. Now we get to look at a super simple system that's built purely for execution.
3, that's it. Just the number 3. This single number is pretty much the entire engine of your daily system. So, what does it stand for?
It stands for your 3 most important tasks, or your MITs. Look, this isn't about making some endless to-do list that just makes you feel bad. This is about defining victory for the day. It's simple. If you get these 3 specific things done, you win. The day was a success, period, no matter what else happened.
And here it is. This is the magic that ties the whole thing together. Your 3 daily tasks are not random chores that pop up in your inbox. No way. They are carefully pulled from that bigger action plan we just talked about, the one that traces all the way back to your core philosophy. In fact, the act of planning your MITs for the week is a scheduled task all by itself.
Okay, let's bring it home. Section 4, your daily success. Let's put all these pieces together. You see the elegance here, right? All the really hard work, that deep philosophical thinking about your mission, about what really matters, that's done separately. You schedule time for that. But your daily execution, that becomes incredibly refreshingly simple. You just look at your 3 MITs for the day and you do them. No complexity, no decision fatigue, just pure, focused action.
So this really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Forget about the system, forget about the apps for just a minute, and go all the way back to the beginning. Before you can manage your tasks, you have to know your purpose. So what is the one mission that for you truly defines what success looks like?